going on now. And then something a bebre. So straight up, young call what is really happening between Sam George and DSTV. Now, the Sam George and the DSTV issue, it is getting messy by day. Just yesterday, DSTV was given a deadline to cooperate or shut down. So the whole issue started with Ghana for Omu company say the price of DSTV is too much high. Now, if you compare DSTV basically a company, they offer satellite services in terms of television. Into DSTV, you can watch the BBC, the CNN, certain shows Ghana has show and certain networks are TV station. So especially sports, a sports channel, you UEFA Champions League, all of these things basically one more carry these particular live matches from a DSTV. So what I say now, a super sports near the other. Now, some few months ago, netizens which share Ghana for raising concerns with an almost in some koto Sam George a name via Twitter say DSTV, which operates in many African countries, so pricing on modern Ghana phone it is really higher. Now, according to these people, shared Nigeria for population of over 200 million. San Nigeria for population, a year Nigeria now share DSTV price on modern Nigeria for now. Our prices it was FEMPA, which means DSTV is charging like 100 cedis there. It has say charging like 300 cedis, which is too much. Now, one of the concerns I'm making is that Nigeria form Dawson. So, the more the people, the more the profit. So you can actually reduce the cost. For example, because omudu profit into which my the artist. But then in Ghana, your population is until the argument was said because the population is and you a DSTV price it was true. But then we also check Liberia population less than Ghana. So Ghana 30 million, Liberia will be around like 7 or 8 million. But Liberia for DSTV prices it is actually lesser than that of Ghana. So we tells you say the whole argument is not about the population. The whole argument is about price discrimination, and now you are basically having a price discrimination. Okay, Ghana for in charge of say now we in charge of say, and based on that, Sam George actually ordered DSTV to do something about their pricing, and I say they face a total ban, and I say they face a response from the government. DSTV became saying they said the dollar is not feasible. Dollar now 11 cedis, 10 cedis at that time, and your correct pricing. So they are working with the old dollar near their day. Regardless, DSTV refused to cooperate. Letter bar say they will cooperate within the 1 month. So Sam George was having a conversation with media, a press release. No, DSTV is committed to reducing the price for Ghanaians. And when a DSTV, letter ever say they've not gone into any agreement with Sam George said they'll reduce the prices of any DSTV. So they were just basically making mockery of Sam George. So you be delia. At the end of that bargaining chip, and I say the person sitting at the far end of the bargain, and yet we are not dealing with you. So basically, they brought out a lengthy letter say, "Among phone bought there Sam George Eka Omumbon Tungu." In fact, before Omudika said Sam George has no authority to pull their licenses, and also NSA, the National Communication Authority, have no authority to pull DSTV license. In some way, a DSTV edible tuja. As you can see on the screens, DSTV in some way tuja, and as you can see, or say media statement, multi-choice sets the record straight on DSTV pricing. So this was just in 5th September. We have noted the statement by the Minister for Communications, Technology and Innovation, Mr. Samuel Nathi George. We continue to engage the minister in a bid to find a amicable solution that is beneficial for all parties involved, but does not jeopardize the viability of the DSTV service. We will fully participate in the established working committee. However, we wish to clarify that multi-choice group has not agreed to a price reduction ends multi-choice. So clearly this letter was very disrespectful, because they are saying, say, In summer, Minister and Airport said DSTV is engaging with them to do something about the price. No, DSTV said we are not engaging with any person. Sam George Ekasa, you won't change the price today or tomorrow. And as Sam George said, okay, if you not change it, then let's shut down DSTV. Let's shut it down because DSTV, what metrics are you working with? It's like your ton coke, Nigeria 1 city, near ton coke, Ghana for 15 cities. Materials ben kwani de kwa Nigeria fan ba Ghana will make the prices so high. But then a bit more expert part to say Ghana no a private company, Ghana no a nation, but then DSTV is a private company, so you can't detect what a private company does. What I say, but the more party say DSTV now be some sort of monopoly. The government needs to safeguard the consumers. And until some judge a post way, you have 2 screens or say, let me be clear. Now, this was in response to a year in summer. Your friend is saying DSTV press release on Monday. I said, let me be clear. I have no intention to continue tolerating this disrespect to Ghanaians by DSTV. If MultiChoice is not interested, as they claim in their last statement, in discussing a reduction in prices, as they had indicated to me, we will proceed to effect the shutdown tomorrow as indicated. So, our partner said, DSTV is a disrespectful letter on Monday. Say they are not going to reduce the prices. In Sam George Aircam, it doesn't make sense. They've not had any stakeholder engagement with Sam George, no. And you're not credit. Now, Sam George Aircam is okay. If you not reduce the price, any amount of licenses to operate in this country, we'll just pull those licenses and let's see how you will fare. Already, there's a 10,000 CD daily fine on DSTV. So every day, the government is finding them 10,000 CDs for failing to comply with their directive. I'll say DSTV indicated their willingness to engage the ministry on its concern on pricing and prayed us to stay our enforcement action. If they have changed their position, then we will simply enforce the regulatory action. No company is above the law. When MultiChoice is ready to discuss price reduction, then they can come to the negotiation table. Until then, there is nothing for us to meet over. The NCA Ghana will carry out our enforcement. Ghana is open for businesses that respect our laws and statutes. So Sam George now is moving to say, let us shut down the DSTV. Now, here is the problem, and here is why some experts believe this approach according to people, any scholars, one party say DSTV itself, it is a private company, and private companies actually operate to make profits. For example, ABR your phone a beton will Chrome has 500 cedis. No, okwa brocha $1,000 is the same phone, but then markets be any a year dear cost. You are looking at a year taxes. You are looking at operational costs. You are looking at a friend is saying a worker's salary. You are looking at inputs. You are looking at a whole lot of things, and no any company at a certain price. Now let's say for reasons DSTV pricing I want Nigeria as a DSTV we input any near more Nigeria is the same thing as to what is in Ghana. Still DSTV, since they are a private company, you cannot actually change their prices. What you can do is to safeguard the consumers and say, okay, DSTV, you can't go above this particular threshold. You need to engage us. So that is the argument of people. And I'm for part say the populist approach and the communist approach some just people making it's not going to work because DSTV, they are not in like GTV to serve Ghana for without a profit. They are in as a private company. What you as NCA should do is you need to open up now amount for the systems, the whole coverage system. Not DSTV omunya competition. If DSTV is getting competition, automatically they are going to reduce their price. The same thing across Nigeria. Apart from DSTV, there are lots of companies who are operating there. So DSTV wants to stay competitive. So at the end of the day, they reduce their price. So it is the whole thing which is really going on in regards to Sam George and a DSTV and seminar in Simbibri. But then we have a video because Sam George announcements we and announce of Fred TV3 media organizations are all more the updates on DSTV and a DSTV before say chief we know meet plus you ye no unko any agreement. The prices are yakasi yebe set to Ghana and one yebe set and yan yebeji. You can't do anything. And as I'm just say, okay, if that is the case, you are saying that we can't do anything, then what we will do is that we will take up your license. Into young Kwani and this particular video, but we also have a breaking news about Kenya Japan. Because Kenya Japan, no, and the campaign, I was say, no, trust me. Niema ekɔ so pa amanfo ehwe se ebi mu ka se yan hwe ni ya ken be wie ni campaign no na che se the MPP party no ahwa egu because niema o hwie ato ho no niema King Japan hwie ato ho no there be it is just too much. Yenko share this particular video involve or Sam George yeba to aso
notice served by the regulator to MultiChoice Ghana Limited. The 30-day deadline given to MultiChoice by the NCA expires tomorrow, 6th September 2025. It will be recalled that the NCA had requested for a breakdown of the cost build-up for the various bouquet offerings by MultiChoice in Ghana and in 7 other African countries on the 4th of August 2025. That information was not delivered by MultiChoice. This led to the consequential imposition of a 10,000 Ghana cedi daily fine effective 14th of August 2025 in line with the dictates of the Electronic Communications Act on MultiChoice Ghana. The regulator also served a 30-day notice of suspension effective 7th of August 2025. However, ahead of the expiration of the suspension notice tomorrow, MultiChoice yesterday reached out to the ministry and the regulator, indicating now a willingness to comply to address the pricing concerns through a consultative process, as was adopted by the ministry with the MNOs during the data pricing reduction exercise. Consequently, we've taken the decision to immediately establish a stakeholder committee comprising representatives from the Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, the regulator, the NCA, MultiChoice Ghana, and MultiChoice Africa. I will personally chair the committee. MultiChoice has requested a 30-day window for the committee to arrive at what percentage of reduction will be achieved. So let's be clear. They have finally accepted that there will be a reduction. Now they want us to discuss the level of reduction. I believe, as minister, that we do not need 30 days. 14 days is enough for us to reach this decision, inclusive of weekends. Therefore, the committee has a strict 14-day mandate, inclusive of weekends, to conclude its work and present a suitable price reduction structure for the people of Ghana by the 21st of September 2025.